These watermelon tongues are the very first works I did, and they were playing off a piece I made in 2012. There was a painting of a watermelon with a tongue coming out, and I was actually like making these paintings of exploded watermelons because I was just thinking of the bodily aspect of the watermelon, and you only see things exploded mostly in wartime, and thinking about Vanitas still lifes and how we see this imagery of like exploded bodies on the news from war. So I was Googling exploding watermelons to get source material, and all these news articles started coming up. And in 2012, all these watermelon crops were exploding in Mexico and China because they were sprayed with the wrong growth hormone. And the insides started growing faster than the outsides, and then they would just blow up. So that Frankensteinian idea of like messing with the food and not doing it, you know, doing it in a way that they lost, you know, all the money that was invested in the crop. So I liked the idea that the fruit was sort of pushing back on the manipulation. And so the watermelon tongues, I had done the one on the wall, and I thought, well, I'll try that. That will be my first one in ceramic, to try to take one of my pieces off the wall and make it into sculpture. So this one was the very first one, and it misfired. So the white was supposed to be dark red, and I liked it a lot better because now it looks almost more like flesh and saliva, and you know, it's like very vaginal too looking. Yeah. I remember when I made the one on the wall, I wanted it to look like really pornographic too. Yeah. Like this like leering, and it's like really seductive and like, really seductive. But kind of repulsive. Yeah. And then the rib cages came next. Again, sort of playing with the skeleton idea. Some of my work in 2012 at the Brooklyn Museum was using watermelons to talk about racist tropes. So thinking about that being embedded in watermelon too. And after the ribs, the teeth came, because some of the ribs were breaking and they looked like teeth, and that kind of spurned that grouping. Thinking about the racist imagery of like the black child eating the watermelon. The watermelon's like right in front of the mouth with like the teeth in it. And those images kind of stick in my head. And then I pushed up the scale to see what would happen. And I really liked that large, more abstract one too. And then with the barnacles, I was thinking about how fruit can be manipulated to stay ripe and for a very long time. So the idea that it would be in the ocean and growing barnacles, but not yet decaying. And then that one looking more like stalagmites or stalactites.
You made an interesting comment at one point, Valerie, about one of the reasons you used the watermelons was because they felt like the most human of fruits. I think alluding to, you know, having this pink flesh interior, but then you also told me that, like, well, the average watermelon weighs something that's comparable to the average human head.
Oh, did I tell you that?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember that.
So that, I mean, I think the color in these works has that, again, allusion to anatomy and vitality.
Yeah.
And maybe a hint of violence too, which is, you know, is something that creeps up throughout the show.
Yeah.